While investing in the market may come with a number of rewards, it also comes with a fair share of risks, like how losses can overpower gains. If you lose money in your portfolio, it can make achieving gains even more difficult. In order to make up for a loss, a larger return is necessary. Let's take a look. Say you've saved $250,000 in your stock market portfolio. A 5% loss would require a 5.26% gain to recoup the loss in 1 year. A 10% loss would require 11.11% gain to recoup the loss in 1 year. And a 20% loss would require a 25% gain to recoup the loss in 1 year. However, it would be more realistic to make up those losses over the course of a few years. Take that same $250,000. At a hypothetical 6% annual return, a 5% loss would take about a year to recover. A 10% loss would take about 2 years, and a 20% loss would take nearly 4 years. That is, if you're not making withdrawals that would also reduce the value of the portfolio. Simply put, after a loss, you have less assets to work with, so those remaining assets have to work harder to compensate. Which means it may take years to overcome one bad day in the market. And if you're making withdrawals while experiencing losses, you may never make up the difference. That's why, when it comes to saving for your future, time may not always be on your side. When you're younger, there's time to make up for losses. But if you're nearing or have just begun retirement, any loss may have an impact on your standard of living and the longevity of your savings. Without the benefit of time, the risk of loss is magnified. Contact your financial professional for strategies that help protect you from market volatility, loss, and other risks.